Earlier in my monologue, I was talking about how a lot of people are really feeling uneasy right now and how there's a real push for us to lose our sense of American civility. A lot of folks don't even recognize this country, and it is really impacting people on an emotional level. So they're afraid. They're afraid to talk about the things that they used to discuss with friends and family alike. They're afraid about being canceled or worse. So what do we need to do as a nation to try to combat that? We have a very special guest here, actor and filmmaker and musician John Schneider. John, I'm really honored that you're here to talk to us about this.
Well, thank you, Tom. I appreciate that very much. And thanks for the legend plug.
You got it. You got it. Yeah, John, you know, I've been feeling this. And it's one of the reasons why it's great to be talking to you, because I think so many people that I talk to, they say, it just doesn't feel right. The whole tone and tenor of the country, the way that we have our own personal relationships have been impacted by what we see on this. They've been impacted by our politics. Talk to us a little bit about whether or not you're feeling that as well.
Well, first of all, you've got to determine with yourself, are you the tail or are you the dog? Okay. So are you going to be thrust about at the whim of really the not so silent minority, you know, that is absolutely controlled by big government? Are you a fan of capitalism? Are you a fan of dreaming and working 25/8 in order to pursue your dream with those that you love and those that you appreciate? Or are you willing to kowtow to the again, I say the not so silent minority? We have to remember that the people that control this thing I'm talking to you on, the people that control these networks that are supposedly so powerful, you know, their ratings really are terrible now, certainly, and your ratings are wonderful. I'm so delighted that Newsmax remains the voice of reason now to millions more
thank you, sir.
people. But listen, what people have to understand is I'm going to live in the past for a moment. When Dukes of Hazzard was on every Friday night, over 7 years, we averaged 28 million people a week watching our show. Now, if you get over 2 million people, you're a wonderful success. So we have to remember, as citizens of the greatest country in the world, that we are being fed a bill of goods by people who only happen to own the delivery system.
That's right.
So they are marketing to us nonsense, but it's up to us whether or not we want to buy it or not. As far as being afraid to have conversations with people who disagree with you, I am from upstate New York. I have never been afraid to have a conversation with someone who disagrees with me. We used to call it debate.
Right.
Right?
And that's America's founded on that.
If you have someone who cancels you as a friend because they disagree with you, they probably weren't your friend to begin with.
Yeah.
Probably not worth the price of a slice of pizza.
Yeah, you know, that perspective is so incredibly important, and I love the way that you brought in the numbers there. You got a lot of people who are saying, how do we get back to, you know, when you were on TV, how do we get back to that Reagan era and that sense of, hey, we have a purpose as a country, and we're going to stick together.
Folks like me, my wife and I started a company. We from inspiration to distribution, we do everything ourselves at John Schneider Studios, so that we don't owe someone with whom we disagree, who has purchased a right to have a say-so in my career. We don't owe them anything. We do what we want, when we want, how we want, with whom we want. But here's the thing they don't want you to know. So can you. You have a bakery, if you have an automobile shop, if you detail cars, if you've got a shingle up and you're a lawyer in a small town, you've just got to remember that we live in a free country, but freedom, like a puppy, must be exercised. No one is going to exercise your freedom. That's that glorious flag. No one is going to exercise your freedom for you. You have got to do it yourself. We do it. I'm going to do a plug. It's johnschneiderstudios.com. We just made a movie about our glorious flag that Newsmax, the end of last year, said it was the most patriotic film of 2022.
No, it was
So
fantastic.
it's called To Die For. Check that out. But please don't let anyone take your freedom from you. You are, I'm gonna point fingers. If you feel like you are being put upon, it's because you are allowing them to do it. You must not allow them to do it. If you lose your freedom, or you feel you only have yourself to blame, because we live in not only the best, but the single freest country in the history of countries.
Yeah.
So take it back
Yeah.
in your town, in your household, and in your next conversation. Thank you, Tom.
John, thank you so much. You know, the country really is facing some serious adversity in terms of keeping that freedom from a lot of corners, both foreign and domestic.
But I don't think that's as real. I don't think that's as real as they want us to believe.
Yeah,
Don't buy
I agree.
into it.
That perspective, keeping things in perspective, and reintroducing the sense of power that we all have as individuals.
It's a government by the people and for the people. It's not a people by the government and for the government.
That's right.
Never forget that.
All right, we're going to leave it there, John. We really appreciate that moment of inspiration. Thank you so much. We all needed that today.
You take care. Have a good rest of your day.
God bless you.
Bye-bye.
Take care.